If you want to get in contact with me, the best way to do it is on Instagram. If you just want to say what up, if you want to tell me you love my videos, you can tell me that you hate my videos, but the best way to do that is on Instagram. Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, Gillie Da Kid turns down a 6ix9ine interview, and Cardi B and Candace Owens go in on each other. Plus, Famous Dex disses King Von. Let's talk hip-hop.
I think this is a perfect one-on-one conversation. Probably, yo, Gillie, no funny shit. I met you one time in Philadelphia. You seen my growth. This is probably the biggest thing that you gonna ever touch, brother. Like, I'm telling you.
What?
Like, this is gonna be everywhere. Like, I'm talking about Fox everywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? One-on-one. Chair to chair, 2 cameras, mic'd up. We let it all out. Ain't no censor. Like, yo, you hear me? Like, no censor. There's nothing that you can't ask me, heard?
Yeah, I heard you.
Yo, Gillie, put it like this. Look at all the Joe Buttons, right? Look at the Axe. Look at the Waynos. Look at all of these niggas. They ain't doing shit, right? You the first nigga I sit down with since like, I don't sit down with niggas. I haven't done an interview yet. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's waiting on that interview, and it's a one-on-one. Tekashi 6ix9ine,
Barbara Walters,
Gillie Da Kid, right there, one-on-one, no censor. Don't hold back, nigga. Like, you know me, nigga. I met you, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't hold back. Yo, I don't condone what you did. It's not justifiable. It's not this, that, and the third. Gangster. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you a grown-ass man. I'm a grown-ass man. My respect to you.
Can't vouch for no rat shit.
It is what it is. Your respect for me, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, this is what the people want. You gotta give them what they want.
Who wants it?
You a voice of the streets right now. You know what I'm saying? So,
just for the record, I know I'm the voice of the streets.
Alright, yo, that was a clip of 6ix9ine talking to Gillie Da Kid on the phone, right? Before Gillie Da Kid just straight up hung up on him, right? And basically 6ix9ine sounds like he is begging Gillie Da Kid. If y'all don't know, Gillie Da Kid is a rapper. He's also like a podcaster and a media personality. And really famously, like, he's a battle rapper, but he used to write for Lil Wayne back in the day. He came out with a song dissing Lil Wayne called Frontin' Like Your Daddy. Anyway, so Gillie Da Kid, you know Gillie Da Kid, right? So anyway, the whole situation is like 6ix9ine is like, yo, I want to be on your podcast. Please sit down with me and interview me, right? There's nothing that you can't ask me. You're from the streets. You are the #1 voice of the streets. If you want to sit here and tell me I snitched and testifying is not cool and everything like that, let's do that. Let's sit down. Let's have the one-on-one. 6ix9ine is like leaning into this and like, yeah, let's talk gangster to gangster, right? Gillie Da Kid is like, hell no, I don't support you. I don't support ratting, so I'm not with that, right? But really and truly, that would kind of be a dope-ass interview, and even though Gillie Da Kid does not support it and Gillie Da Kid is not with it, he should sit down with 6ix9ine and tell 6ix9ine that, and let's hear what 6ix9ine has to say back to Gillie Da Kid, right? But this whole situation is because 6ix9ine really wants the streets and the hoods of America to still fuck with him, right? It's funny as hell because in another interview yesterday or the other day that 6ix9ine did with somebody at Billboard, 6ix9ine basically tried to down talk the streets and say that acting gangster is not cool and trying to be hood is not cool in your music. Yet when 6ix9ine first came out, that's exactly what he was trying to do, right? And then 6ix9ine tries to expose Lil Durk and, you know, Lil Reese and try to say they're not as gangsta as we think they are, and all of this hood shit that's in hip-hop is really a myth. He says that hip-hop is the WWE, right? But there are some rappers out there who are really seriously hood, right? And Gillie Da Kid is one of them. Also Gucci Mane and DaBaby, but we ain't talking about them, right? Gillie Da Kid is one of them, so he wants to sit down with Gillie Da Kid, I guess because he, even though 6ix9ine says today that he doesn't care if the hood fucks with him, it does seem like he does care if the hood fucks with him because he wants to sit down with the hood ass nigga. He even said, yo, Joe Budden, Academics, Wayno, they ain't doing nothing. I want to sit down with you, right? And that's really because, you know, Joe Budden, Academics, and Wayno aren't like street dudes, but they're in the media themselves, right? But you want to sit down with a street dude who is in media, right? Cool, man. Gillie Da Kid is from Philly, but he turned down the 6ix9ine interview. And I think if you wanted to do an interview with anybody, you should do it with a street dude from New York, right? And I really think that 6ix9ine, if he did something with Fat Joe, that would be dope, because Fat Joe gave 6ix9ine one of his first interviews like 4 years ago, before Treyway, before prison, before everything. So for you to sit back down with Fat Joe, especially since he just signed with Revolt TV, would be a huge interview. And then, yeah, Fat Joe could be like, why did you snitch? That's not cool. I don't condone that. You wildin', but y'all can sit down and have the conversation, right? But anyway, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
So I saw you live, and like I said, this is gonna be the last time responding to you. You've been antagonizing me for years, and you claim that you antagonize me because I stick my nose in politics. Because a woman like me that pay taxes, that live in a country that continuously see injustice, have a fucking voice, that bothers you so much. Everybody can have a fucking voice. Are you gonna come at a teenager that has a voice too? Anybody that justifies the death of George Floyd, I don't want to talk to. I don't fuck with. Your GoFundMe account got suspended because of the nasty shit that you were saying and justifying the death of George Floyd. I will never. You can never sit with me. I don't care.
Alright, so that was a clip of Cardi B talking to Candace Owens, right? And in that clip, she was talking a lot of straight facts, but basically saying that, yo, Candace Owens, you offered me $250,000 just to sit down with you so that we can go back and forth, and I don't feel like sitting down with you. Anybody who tries to justify the killing of George Floyd is crazy, and I don't want to sit down with them, right? She also, responded back to Candace Owens, and Candace Owens basically said that all black people, specifically you, Cardi B, you're black and Hispanic, but you have just been told to hate Trump, and that's why you hate Trump. And she was like, no, we hate Trump because he had ample opportunity to show us that he cared, right? When George Floyd got killed, he could have came out and been like, listen, I know why you guys are upset, I know why you guys are protesting, but he didn't do that. Instead, he tried to, condemn the people that were protesting, and he got mad because it said Black Lives Matter on the ground, a painted mural on Fifth Avenue, right? So she was basically, breaking it down on the reasons why black people do not like Trump, and that it wasn't that we were told to do it, it's because Trump doesn't fucking like black people, right? So anyway, they start getting into a crazy heated exchange on Twitter. So Candace Owens says, to clarify, Joe Biden had to talk to you, talking to Cardi B, because you have the #1 song in the country, right? Don't think it's because you are some kind of political figure, basically is what she's trying to say to Cardi B, right? Cardi B is, yes, you're right, I do have the #1 song in the country, and I have a huge platform, and I can make millions go vote and get that man that you like out of office. And I don't want to argue with you, Candace Owens. I don't really have the time, and honestly, I feel sorry for you, is what Cardi B had said, right? Candace Owens responds to Cardi B and says, oh wow, you're incurring millions to go vote for a man that locked up an entire generation of black men? Maybe you should Google Joe Biden and the 1994 crime bill, right? And this is kind of funny and hypocritical of Candace Owens because look, I'm gonna be the first to tell you, man, Candace Owens is right, yo. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris both had a hand in locking up a whole lot of black and Hispanic people. That's true, right? But Candace Owens bringing this up to try to rebuke what Cardi B is saying really doesn't make sense right now, because Candace Owens is a hypocrite. She don't give a fuck about black men being locked up. She thought that George Floyd was justified for being shot. She thought that Jacob Blake was justified for being shot. So she don't care if black people get locked up. She's literally just using that to try to make Cardi B look stupid, right? Cardi B responded to her and she's like, oh, and you're encouraging millions to go vote for a man who would laugh every time that a black man gets shot by a cop and tell millions to drink bleach. Trump didn't even have you talking at the Republican convention. He thinks that you're dumb, right? And then she says, Massa did you dirty and you mad at me, right? Just basically dog walking this bitch Candace Owens again, right? It's crazy. They keep going back and forth. But anyway, Cardi B basically says that, all right, Candace Owens tells me that I shouldn't have an opinion, that I should just be a rapper, that I should stick to talking about my wet ass pussy. But the whole situation is Cardi B's like, I am a citizen who pays taxes, and even if a teenager is 18 years old and they just registered to vote and they pay taxes, they also have every right to speak on the current state of their own damn country. I don't give a fuck what my profession is. I'm a tax-paying citizen in America and I have an opinion, right? And Cardi B is dead right, you know what I'm saying? But it would be good to see Candace Owens and Cardi B sit down together just so that Cardi B could dog walk them up like an ass in person, right? But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Alright, yo, this whole situation is crazy, and this is like Chicago street hood family business, right? So I'm just letting y'all know what's going on, right? So basically, the whole situation is, remember last month when FBG Duck got shot and killed in broad daylight downtown in Chicago in the shopping district, like 3:30 p.m. right in front of everybody, right? The whole situation was crazy. You know, FBG Duck's girl was out there, she was screaming, the cops came, whatever, right? So a lot of people from Chicago were very upset about this, but then some people from Chicago were happy that FBG Duck got killed, right? Some people were like online laughing about it, saying, oh yeah, we smoking on that duck pack, we smoking on that pack, whatever, right? Famous Dex, on the other hand, though, was one of the people that was not cool with the fact that FBG Duck got killed last month. So Famous Dex actually went on his Instagram live and he was crying, yo. He was like, man, I miss you, I miss Duck, bop, 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 this is horrible, how could this happen, right? So, all right, cool, fine. Then Say Cheese posted that up on their Instagram page, right? The whole situation is that in the comics, King Von sees this, and King Von calls Famous Dex a sweet ass nigga, right? He also uses the word maggot he uses the F word that rhymes with maggot, but you get my point, right? Famous Dex sees that and decides to respond to King Von.
King Von, you are a bitch. Suck my dick. You got 6ix9ine coming O Block. You a bitch ass song. Hoe ass nigga. Go get on 6ix9ine before you say anything about me. Cause y'all on y'all block. Disrespecting y'all dead niggas. And y'all smoking too good. So bitch.
So Famous Dex is calling King Von a bitch. He's basically bringing up 6ix9ine, saying 6ix9ine is disrespecting y'all dead niggas and y'all don't want to do nothing to him, but you want to open your mouth and call me sweet, right? Now Famous Dex is also from Chicago, right? So y'all remember 6ix9ine last week is all in Chicago, even though 6ix9ine is from Brooklyn. He's disrespecting Lil Durk's cousin. He's disrespecting Lil Reese's cousin. He's acting like he's giving out, flowers and trying to pay his respects, but really he's making fun of their dead homies. They do nothing to 6ix9ine, right? But they're calling, Famous Dex a weak and a bitch and, all these other kind of things, right? So Famous Dex is like, y'all are bitches. When I seen you, you slapped me, you gave me, a 5. You gave me a pound, my nigga. You ain't say nothing. You just kept walking because you seen I had the blicky on me or whatever, right? Which is all crazy, right? So the whole situation is Little Reese sees this, right? And Little Reese says, somebody tell Famous Dex to be cool how he be cool, right? So I don't know what that's about, but everybody, these all Chicago niggas, and they talking to each other in their own language, and they're being very subliminal, right? Also, then about maybe 15 minutes ago, King Von goes on Instagram Live, and somebody asked King Von about the whole situation with Famous Dex, and King Von responds,
nope, we ain't doing that. We ain't even finna get on here and do that. We ain't gonna talk about no goofies on my shit today.
So King Von is smart, right? He's like, yo, we don't address no goofiness. We're not even talking about that right now, right? And that's what real street dudes do. They ain't putting everything like on social media. But anyway, this is Chicago business. This is family business. This is street shit out of Chicago. So I really hope that they all could pretty much like squash this or figure it out or talk behind the scenes or whatever the case may be. But yeah, that's what's going on for now, yo. Let me know what y'all think about this and everything else in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Follow me at Jonny Fastlane on Instagram, and y'all already know what to do. Peace.